morning, everyone. It is Tuesday and I just got in. It's cold outside. It's starting to feel like winter. I'm from Texas, so wow. Okay, I just got in. I do have to do my board because we had a meeting on Friday, like it was our half day, so I didn't get anything accomplished. Like we had to zoom out and go to a different school immediately. So I need to do my board this morning, and I got new markers. Look at all these pretty ones. I've been stealing my partner's markers, so I've been really excited to get some pretty bright colors to be able to use in my classroom. So I'm gonna get started on that, change my battery because that's about to die, and then I will talk to you guys in a little bit. So I did half of my makeup, which is really sad. I am getting ready to go to my vertical team meeting, so I will be off doing that until pretty much the beginning of school. So I'm not gonna be able to talk to you guys a lot right now, but I hope you're having a really great week. I had yesterday off, which was so nice. It was a very relaxing day. We kind of just stayed home, which actually wasn't a bad idea because my little guy was not feeling the best of the best of the best. So he's got a really bad cough. Hope he gets better. Hope we don't all get sick. Crossing my fingers on that one. Hey! So I'm doing a little shoot right now. I'm trying to branch outside of my comfort zone and show you guys how not cute I am. So I don't think I have style. Like, let me just face it. Like, I think I'm just me. I'm just Bridget, plain old Bridget. But I am doing a fall teacher lookbook of some of my favorite types of outfits. Some that are a little bit dressier, some that are super lazy, and I feel like I just roll out of bed and just show up to work. So maybe it'll work for some of you. I still have a little bit of the coughs, and my voice still sounds like a man. But that's okay, we're gonna make it work. So, it's a nice day outside. We're just kind of hanging out outside doing all these little shots. Yay! Hey guys, I know I have not been vlogging as much as I wanted to today. I can say that I just kind of feel a little bit down under the weather, and it's just been kind of one of those crazy Mondays. So I promise at the very end of the day that I will totally catch you guys up and talk to all of you. So sorry that you haven't been seeing much, but I will show you guys some things that we are working on in class, and then I'm gonna answer some questions that I know that I've had a few of them on my YouTube channel and I just haven't been able to get to them. So I will definitely answer your questions as soon as we get done with the end of the day. So I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Bye. Good morning, everyone. So I am really sorry because I've been an awful vlogger. I'm feeling so much better today than what I have any of the other days. I'm still coughing, but I don't feel as bad. Well, I mean, I have the shortness of breath type deal, but it's nothing compared to what I've had for the past week, which has been crazy. I did not think that this would last this long, to be honest. So I every day I would try to start vlogging and then I would stop and I wouldn't vlog anymore. So I'm gonna probably insert some of those clips throughout the video. But so some big things that have been happening. I moved my classroom around, as far as the furniture goes. It's been working out really well, surprisingly. They are assigned at the moment, so we're gonna see how that continues to go. I need to just step a few steps back and refocus on some of those routines and procedures. So here's kind of the dilemma that I'm seeing that I'm having. I am not the best when it comes to time management. Never have been. In kindergarten, I was the exact same way. I would get into a little tangent and I would start talking and I'm like in the zone, in the moment, feeling like a preacher at church. You know, I just get going and then I just don't know how to stop myself. So I'm realizing that I have to figure out my time management. So I stayed up really late last night and I have alarms that are going to be going off that are going to help signal, and I'm going to sit the kids down. We're going to talk about how I need these alarms to be that when you hear this first alarm, you need to have this done. When you hear this next alarm, this is what you are going to do, so that we are a little bit better about getting that time done. I'm not used to having, you know, the two separate classes where I'm only teaching reading and writing, you know, whereas kindergarten I taught them all day long and reading and writing was kind of the bulk of my instruction for the day. Here it's not that. I get 2 hours with these kids, 2 hours with these kids, which I feel like is not enough time. I want to have them for longer. So I get 2 hours that I have to teach reading, writing, and word study with them. And then all of the other good stuff in between that. So I have my alarms that I'm going to be setting off. I'm going to show you guys a couple of other things that I will be doing. So yes, I am going to finish up my morning message because I did not do that. I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about morning meeting before I have to go to my meeting at 8 o'clock. So I have 15 minutes before I do that. So I am going to finish up my morning message before I have to go, and I'll talk to you guys in a second. Okay, so really quick, here's my morning message. It says, happy crazy hair and hat day. Today is a terribly terrific Tuesday. We are going to hit routines hard today. The day is what you make of it. Using a sticky note, write what you will make of today and place it on the cabinets with the frames. Write your name on it. Warmly, Mrs. Spackman. Here is my whole, why do I feel like I'm so close? Because I am. So here's why I'm doing that. Why I'm putting that in my morning message, because sometimes I'm afraid that they're not actually reading my morning message and that they're just coming in and just doing the things that they want to be doing. So I figured that if I put something on it that requires them to do something, I can see if how many of them are actually reading my morning message. I want them to read it because I try to put things that are a little bit motivational, inspirational, that type of thing. I try to put some of those quotes and things like that in there, only because, I mean, I like to read them, I like to see them. It makes my heart happy, it makes me feel better. Like, how many times do we go through Pinterest and we see those, or we go through Instagram and we see those and we're like, oh yeah, I'm getting pumped, I'm getting ready for the day. And I feel like those get me ready for the day. I want to also kind of show that to my students. So I want them to be reading my morning message, and sometimes I feel like they're not. So I added that in there this morning to see if they actually would do something with it. See, I told you I still have the coughs. Okay, the next thing that I have is my whiteboard message. So a lot of you have asked me about my whiteboard messages. Sometimes I make them up, sometimes I see what's on Instagram. Am I focused? I'm not focused. Sorry, so if that was blurry, I apologize. But sometimes I make them up, sometimes they are things that I just come up with. It just kind of depends on the day, but a lot of the times what happens with my whiteboard message is things that I really want to focus on. Like, if I really want to focus on mindset, if I really want to focus on, you know, if I'm seeing something that's going on with kids as far as like socially and just not more so academically, but just, you know, growing up and character building. So that is a lot of the things that I will try to put up on my whiteboard, and it just kind of varies from day to day on what it is that I want to do. I like doing alliterations because somebody did tell me, hey, what is the thing with the alliterations? I love alliterations. Hello, that's my kindergarten heart right there. I am all about me some alliterations because I did it a lot in kindergarten. Plus I had a professor who was Dr. Blewett. If Dr. Blewett's watching my videos, hey Dr. Blewett. So if Dr. Blewett, she was a phenomenal teacher, and she would always have her alliterations, and she would always say, today's a wonderful Wednesday, or today is a terrific Tuesday, today is a thinkable Thursday. Like, she just used alliterations every single time whenever she would greet us, so that would always make my heart happy. And the thing that you see with the morning message, I had again another professor, Dr. Moore. Dr. Moore, hey, if you're watching. So Dr. Moore, who would always make us put a positive affirmation out into the world. Like, she actually made us all stand up. We would have to pick from a list of 30 affirmations, or we could choose our own affirmation, and we would have to say it out loud and try to put that out into the universe and give it out into the world so that we could have a really, really great day. And that's kind of something else that I really want my kids to do, because it was something that I really loved. I thought it was phenomenal. I thought it was great. They may think it's corny, but so that is why I do the alliterations. So for today, our morning message is Turn It Up Tuesday. I really just put something kind of fun in there. The last few that we've had, I think, have been a little bit more serious. And this one is, what would be on your class playlist? Create a list, and then why would you choose those songs? So I'm having them do that. I'm picking up tape, sorry. I'm having them do that so that we could, I'm thinking about putting together some type of a playlist so that when we actually do have some type of fun activities or whatever, I can choose songs that I know my kids like and that kind of thing. So that's why I'm doing that one today. And we will go over this morning. We do it as a huge class, so we put both of our classes together in one room and we hold a morning message together. A lot of the time, some of the activities that we do for morning meeting, sorry, not morning message, we'll have morning meeting together, but a lot of the activities that we'll do for morning meetings, sometimes those activities are meant for smaller groups, which is where their houses come into play. So they will be in their houses to actually complete some of those individual like games and activities that we're doing. But we normally started off with a greeting, something simple. It doesn't have to be anything extravagant. We've been working on handshakes, eye contacts, asking questions, answering questions, just some of those really important things, because I don't know about y'all, I've had people handshake my hand like this and I'm like, what? Or the people that do this and I'm like, no, that's not how we shake our hands. So teaching them how to shake hands and do some of those really important life skills that I think is really, you know, gives a really great first impression to everyone else. So we focus on that in the morning. That's the very first thing. We'll go over our morning message that's on the board, and then we will have, that's kind of our share out time as well, and then we will have some type of an activity to do. Today I think I'm going to do the one that my partner teacher, she did one that was 4 squares, where one student was behind and we had one, you know, 4 corners. We had corner 1, 2, 3, and 4 in the room, and one person was it, and they had to be there, and they would pick a corner every time, and they were not looking during this, but they would pick a corner every time, and when they picked a corner, then those people were out and they had to sit down. So they kept doing it until there was only one person left. So I think I'm going to do that activity today, because it was easy. We only got to do it with one person, so, and they really seemed to enjoy it too. So I'm going to do that one, and I have 5 minutes before I go to my meeting, so I did really well with there. I'm gonna unpack some more of my things, get some things together, and then I guess I'll talk to you guys I'll talk to you guys during my lunch break. So I'll talk to you during my lunch break. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I wish you all the very best. Remember, put out a positive thought out into the universe. Today is a great day and you will be great in it. So put that out into the universe, think it, believe it, and it will be. So I will talk to you guys in a bit. Bye. Hey guys, so it is now my lunch break. I'm eating a very delicious Caesar salad, as always. I bring all my lunches on Monday and I put them in my fridge, and this is what I eat every single day. And I'm kind of okay with it. It's not a big deal. My day went really well this morning, actually. I can tell that I am starting to feel better because my energy is starting to come back. So I had way more energy than what I typically have had, like, over the past week. So, and I think the kids kind of noticed that too. So they were like Johnny on the spot today. So, very excited about that. I am going to chow down on my yummy lunch, and I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Okay, I have finished my lunch and I have been working on a couple of things, trying to get some things put up. Why is it that everything, I always get messy. I'm like the messiest teacher on the face of this planet. So here are some things that I did. I have my projector up, and I actually just projected that time clock thing, and I used it more for me. I haven't used it too much in the past. That's a lie. No, listen. So I did use it in the past. I think it was like my second year teaching or something like that. I had, you know, the time clock that you can get on like online. I'll leave a link down below so that if you haven't checked that out, you can definitely go and check it out. But it's just a time clock, and you can choose from all these different versions or whatever designs up there. And I had the little bomb. This was when I taught kindergarten, and I had the sweetest, cutest little guy that you would have ever met in your whole life. I mean, just like bottle him up and you would just love him and just but he would sit, like, no lie. Okay, let me show you, hold on. Okay, so he would sit and his little knees would be up and he would just sit there and rock and rock and rock and watch the clock non-stop. Like, bless that kid's heart. Like, he could not handle any type of like countdown at all. And so I felt so bad for him after that day that I was like, I'm never gonna do it again. I felt so bad for him. It was awful. He couldn't focus on anything else other than that ridiculous clock that was up there. So I said, okay, well, I mean, they're in 4th grade. Hopefully they've grown out of that. So I said, I'm gonna see how I do it, see how it goes. I know that I need it more personally for myself, but also it's a really great indicator just for students to know, bam, I know that that's done. It's time for me to clean up, and they can get the ball rolling instead of having to wait on me. So I put the clock up there. It worked beautifully. Like, as soon as they were done with that, they had that the next part going on. Some other things that I've kind of been doing is I know how I'm teaching it, and the biggest problem, like I said, is my time. Like, my time is the worst. So I had my kids who came in, like my homeroom that came in when the bell rang or whatever, and I told them, I said, if you are in my morning ELA class, I want you to take out your black folder, your word study folder, your book, your iPad, and your writer's notebook. All 5 things of those, and your writing box that has like their headphones and things like that. All of that stuff needs to be out, and it needs to be in a nice, neat pile on your table. So that, like, whenever you walk in, your stuff is already there. You don't have to sit there and battle everybody to get stuff out of the box. So then, when my partner teacher's class for my morning language arts class came in, when they came in, they were the only ones that had to go and get their things out of their box. And I told them, I said, when you go to get your stuff out of your box, I want your writing folder, your word study folder, your box, all of that is out nice and neatly where it needs to be so that you're ready to go. And I gave them the directions of, whenever you hear that bell and your time is up with word study, just put everything in your folder, leave your folder on your table. What I want you to do is grab your iPad, grab your writer's notebook, and I want you to go take a seat over there in the front. And they all did it. And like, it was beautiful. It was clockwork. Like, it just happened so seamlessly. So love how that ended up working out. I did take a little bit longer with one of my groups, so I'm gonna have to combine 2 groups for right now when I go and pick them up, but that's not too huge of a deal, because really we're just reviewing elements of plot, and they're gonna take some notes and notability. So those 2 groups can be together. Their levels are not too far different than the other ones, but I had like a huge group for the first one, and they all kind of just hung out on my table. I had some of them sitting over here behind my table. They had their little cushions back there, and it was perfect. So ended up working out so well. I can tell I'm feeling better. I'm still a little stuffy, like I can feel it right now. Probably need to take some medicine, but I'm still a little stuffy. But yeah, it worked out really good. I'm really excited about that. Some other things that I've done that I got from another 4th grade teacher was status of the class. And I think I saw this on, I don't know, it was one of my 4th grade teachers that was telling me about it, and then I found it online or something like that. And if I can find it, I'll try to put a link down below to it too. But anyway, status of the class. My big thing is I love how I have been using this board up here. This board, that one. I love how I've been using that board. I like the fact that I can go up there and just quickly look at what books that they're reading. The only problem is I'm not being able to see how they're progressing through the book, how they're reading, how much they're reading. I want to know everything. Like, I need to know what you're doing during independent, because all I have them doing is their independent reading. That's it. That's all I want them doing. That's all I want them focusing on. I want them to enjoy their books and give them that opportunity to just read. So what I'm doing now, let me go get it. Oop. Okay, so what I'm doing now is something called status of the class, where I am writing the date up here, and every single day I do one of these for my AM class and for my PM class. Their names are already in the boxes, but really quick, while they're in word study or as we're cleaning up and they're all taking a seat down, I can quickly ask them, what book are you on? What page number are you on? So they all told me and I wrote it down. So now every single day I'm gonna go back and kind of look to see if they're progressing and seeing if they're abandoning books, because I feel like sometimes I'm like looking out and I'm like, I thought I just saw you with a different book. Or some of these babies have like 15 books and I'm like, you can't be reading all 15 books. That's not possible. I can't read all 15 books at one time. Like, you can't do it. So this is just another great opportunity for me to be able to see what it is that they're doing. The teacher that's in, and I know she watches my videos. Hey, I'm talking about you. You're awesome. Okay, so she actually does hers in Google Doc. That's phenomenal. Kids can go in there independently. They're doing it. You don't have to stress out. You don't have to say anything. They're putting it in on their own time. You could even have them come into the classroom and fill it out that day. So maybe having it in a spot in your room and having them fill it out. I want to feel the owner. I want to actually do it myself because I'm just weird like that. I just have to do it for some odd reason. I may end up changing it later on. I'm not really sure. This is my first time starting with it, so we're going to see how this goes. So that's what I did. So really loved this as well. Now I can kind of see what pages they're on and how much they're progressing, which is awesome, 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 awesome. I have about 5 minutes. So I have 5 minutes. I'm gonna let you guys go. I'll talk to you during my second break. And yeah, hope you're enjoying this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up. I haven't done a video in a while. Thumbs up if you're excited and got a new video. Bye. Hey guys, okay, so it is the end of the day. Sorry I did not talk to you during my other break. I got busy talking with some other teachers, so I had to get that done. I am getting ready to head out. I have already been here for over an hour, so I need to go home. I need to go home. I need to see my kids. And yes, so I'm doing that. I'm probably gonna get a couple of things done at home. But yes, sorry if this video was kind of lame. I hope you guys got to get some really good information out of it. I'm really excited because I did get new shoes. Look at my new shoes. Aren't they cute? Like, okay, so how to do that. I am going to do everything else in the morning. And I'm not gonna worry about it right now because I have to go. I'm ready to go. I need to go home. Today was a really good day though, so I'm very excited about that. I will turn my light off. But yes, so I hope you guys got some really good information about this. Sorry that I've been sick for the past week. I hope I'm finally starting to get better. I did feel better today. I did have my moments, but I'm still a little congested, still sound a little bit funny, but I am getting some of my energy back, which is really, really nice. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure to give it a thumbs up if you did, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.